Oedipus Rex is a tragedy, and in tragedies, the main character has to have a flaw that is the causation of their destiny. Oedipus is the flaw of hubris, which means excessive pride and self-confidence. This is displayed several times throughout the play. For example, when Oedipus was talking to Tiresias about the prophecy, he said, "Say what you will, whatever you say is worthless." Sophocles' purpose was to warn a society that had started to doubt the gods by proving that fate could not be changed. Oedipus ultimately did not necessarily want to, or mean to, kill his father and get in bed with his mother, but he did it anyways because of this predestined fate. The tale of Dear Oedipus Rex begins in the ancient city of Thebes. King Laius and Queen Jocasta were eagerly awaiting the birth of their child. Unfortunately, after the child's birth, the oracle delivered a prophecy that said the child would kill the king. Thus, like any respectable ruler, King Laius decided to give the child to a servant to have its feet bound and toss it into the ocean. However, the servant decided to simply leave the child on a mountain, still wild but slightly admirable, I suppose. Then a shepherd rescues the young one, names it Oedipus, and hands him off to King Polybus and Queen Merope of Corinth, who are unable to have children. Oedipus had a fairly normal life from then on until he heard a rumor that he was adopted. That is, the quest for the truth began as Oedipus traveled from Corinth to Delphi to visit the temple of Apollo and ask the oracle for the answers. Interestingly enough, the oracle did not deny the adoption, but instead predicted that dear Oedipus would kill his father and sleep with his mother. Oedipus was still unaware of what was really going on, so he relocated to Thebes so he would not hurt King Polybus, his presumed father. On the way to Thebes, strangely, he runs into Laius and his men without knowing that they casually share the same DNA. They got into one of the usual chariot scuttles that were quite common in the day, Oedipus won, having killed Laius in the process. Once Oedipus arrived at Thebes, he saw a sphinx that was guarding a gate with a riddle, who has 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and 3 in the evening. He answered correctly, "What is a man?" As a reward, Oedipus became king and married Jocasta, consequently having 4 children. Later on, a plague in Thebes struck, so Oedipus sent his brother-in-law Creon to the temple in Apollo. Creon said that the only way to get rid of the plague was to find out who murdered the former king of Thebes. Oedipus went to talk to Tiresias, the blind prophet, only to find out that he himself killed the former king. Tiresias said, "I might be blind to the world, but you are blind to the truth." Jocasta could not believe it when Oedipus informed her of the news. Oedipus did say that he had killed someone. While he still refused to believe it, Jocasta knew it had been Oedipus. A witness was called in, the only remaining living servant of the king, who Oedipus recognized. Enraged, Oedipus ran home to kill his wife for not telling him the truth. Unfortunately, she had already hung herself. All of a sudden, Oedipus realized that Jocasta was his mom. He gouged his eyes out like any sane person would do. Ironically, now Oedipus was blind to the world and blind to the truth. Interestingly enough, this reminds us of what Tiresias said earlier to Oedipus. Oedipus banished himself from Thebes, and eventually, he met his fate when he was struck down by a lightning bolt. The end. Goodbye, Oedipus. R.I.P. Khara, Katia, Amelia, and Casey.